My name's Patrick VanBeveren. I'm a physical therapist. I've been doing this class for about 8 years, and in the last couple years, we've tried to extend it to various places in the community. We're part of a program called Step Up to Stop Falls because of how prevalent falls are and just the disastrous results of falls. So, we'll go over some stuff today. If you're interested in pursuing it, you just look in your area of town. Community centers have it, some of the health-related centers. Definitely the gyms that are in the area would all be able to help you with doing the exercise. Okay? We're going to focus primarily on strengthening. I told them, St. Camillus. I told him I was a physical therapist at St. Camillus, yeah. And then, yeah, she's like my boss in the back. So, right. And this, because I'm from St. Camillus and because my boss is in the back, I just need a show of hands for how many people want to go live there. St. Camillus. Sleepy side of town? No? Right. Who? Well, sign up with her. Sign up with her. We'll get you into the nursing home.
I'm ready.
You're ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done this lecture like 1,000 times. Nobody's ever volunteered to go, and you're the first guy.
I'll take it.
You're the first guy.
Bedroom community.
But here's my point. If you think about what makes people go into a nursing home, and I say makes, people do not choose. Nobody wants to go to a nursing home. What makes people go in? You say, well, they can't help themselves. They can't do what they're going to do. Oh, they had a stroke. Oh, they had this, they had this. When you analyze everything, what makes people go in is loss of leg strength. Period. When your legs are not strong enough to get you up out of a chair, off of a toilet, out of a bed, you go in a nursing home. You want to avoid going in a nursing home? Keep your legs strong. So that's where we'll start. And I'll tell you right now, I'll tell you in 30 seconds, as soon as she gets her coat off, whether your legs are strong or not. We're going to need a little bit of room, so you can kind of spread your chairs out a little bit.
Can I ask a question?
You may.
And I agree with you. Why do you like this stuff? But when you got to knee replacement,
Yes.
doesn't the metal interfere with your strengthening your right side or
Okay.
right?
The question is, if you've had 2 total knee replacements, or any joint, 2 hip replacements, any joints replaced, does that interfere with muscle memory or the ability to get strong? Or if you have arthritis in your knees, which most people tell me, does it interfere with your ability to get strong? It may interfere, but it does not prevent. You may have to start at a lower level till the joint accommodates a little bit, but the landmark study was done 25 years ago. It's unequivocal. Every person can gain strength. Doesn't matter. And if you analyze strength exercise, it is the strongest intervention that there is in medicine. Exercise is the strongest intervention there is in medicine. It prevents dementia. It keeps your bones strong, keeps your heart and lungs strong, keeps you functional, prevents you from falling down, keeps your respiratory system strong, improves your circulation. Is there a pill? Is there a surgery? No. And what else do we know about exercise? It's the most underutilized intervention. Only 25% of people out there exercise regularly enough and intensely enough for it to make a difference. All right, go ahead and stand up. Now, if you used your hands any place to stand up, if you put them on your hands, if you put them on the chair, your legs are starting to get weak. So, that's the first exercise. Sit back down and stand back up. And if you can, fold your arms, sit down, and stand up. From this day forward, you will do this 30 times every single day. 30 times. Yeah, you want to stay out of a nursing home? All you got to do. 30 times a day. That's it. And you won't go into a nursing home.
They can sound confident. You got to have weights. You got to do all this stuff, but just the weight of the body.
Weight of the body is enough.
High
Yep.
reps. 30 is high reps.
High reps because, listen to this. This is a test. You can't leave unless you can say this on the way out. Overload is a critical parameter upon which the extension of the limits of human performance depends. You can't leave till you say it. Overload. Overload is the critical parameter, most important thing, to extend the limits of human performance. If you want to get stronger, you have to overload. And what he said, that's a lot of reps. That's how we overload, is with reps. Now, sit down again.
We don't do it with weights.
Well, we don't do it with weights, but we can add resistance. So sit down.
You go to the gym, they give you 100 pounds, and they
Right.
squat it.
I give you elastic.
Ask a question. Now, why can't I ask a question?
So now sit down, step on your elastic.
I'll say whatever I want to say.
Critical parameter.
That's a joke.
To extend the limits of human performance. Hold your elastic over your head. Now do this only if you can do it, and now stand up. Right. That's okay. Yeah, and that's fine. Because now you're overloading more parts of your body. And you're making it, that's as late as they get. Oh, a heavier one. God bless you. I like this lady. Yep. Now you got to stretch it first. Stretch it first and then stand up. Yeah, and then stand up. Right. Keep your head down, I'll tell you. You're going to snap right in the head. All right? All right, I'll tell you, everybody sit back down again. This is the last time you'll sit down. You should be able to do 15 of those in 30 seconds. So when you go home tonight, you stand and you look at the clock, and when it's time to go, you're up and down as quick as you can for 30 seconds. Don't forget to count, though, because you'll finish 30 seconds. You won't know how many you did. You should be able to do about, if you can do 15, you're strong enough. You're going to stay out of the nursing home. If you're not, you've got to get stronger. You'll be doing what?
Knees.
It might be. It might be. But if it's hard on your knees and you can't do it, you're closer to the nursing home. Does it? Right. Right. And it might, but slow down then. Over time, increase your speed. Because why do you need to move fast? Why do you need... Get the heart rate up is good, overloads the heart. But think about, what if you lose your balance? Do you have a second to put your foot out here? No, you're just over. You got to be able to move quick. What do we know about older adults? They move more slowly. Because they have to? No, we just start to do it. And then we lose the ability because we stop moving fast. So fast should be part of your... I'll show you fast. Stand back up. Go behind your chairs. And I will say something about this whole session. If you're in here now, and you fall down during this, you're out. I'm kicking you out. So don't fall down. Okay? Safety first. You don't think you can do it, don't do it. Okay? So you got your chair in front of you, right? You got some fingertips. Stand on one foot. I thought I wore the right pants here. Oh, you got it? Yeah. Now, if you can, let go a little bit. Now, is anybody's ankle wobbling? Is it wobbling really slowly? Quickly. Boom, 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 boom. It's going back and forth. Every time you lose your balance, it grabs you. That's why you need to be moving quickly. Now, how many people want to fall down? Again, nobody. This is the second exercise you do. And you look at the clock the best you can for 2 minutes. You have something in front of you, If you need to touch down, you touch down, but you don't put your foot down. And you stand there for 2 minutes. I can't see that clock. So we'll say it's a half a minute. Do you have a second hand, Joe? No? Is there even a second hand on that clock? Okay. Just give us, when you get it, see if you give us 1 more minute. 1 more minute. We're going to try, see what that feels like. Does anybody feel it in their calf? Yeah, the muscle's working. Is it overloaded? Absolutely. Is it going to get stronger? Absolutely. I started to say that landmark study was done in 1990, and it was in all 90 and above year olds, and they did resistive exercise. They did 80% of what that person could lift. They gained 200% strength, which means they tripled their strength, and they did it for a 12-week period. 3 times stronger, over the age of 90. That's pretty remarkable. And here we are, it was 1990. Can you figure that out? 23 years later, 24 years later, and we're not using it enough. We don't do enough strengthening exercise. And does anybody need to relax or keep going? Yes, then you got to do 2 minutes on the other leg. All right? So, you guys do this, I guarantee you. And you have to do it just once a day. 2 minutes each side. I guarantee you will not fall down and you will not go in a nursing home. That's how powerful this intervention is. Go to the other leg. You got it, Joe? You did both. Now, maybe you get out a minute and 10 seconds. You say, that's it. You can't do anymore. That's fine. No big deal. Yeah, you build up to it. You do what you can do that day. But when you get to the 2 minutes, you got it. Well, maybe not. What happens when you get to the 2 minutes? What's that? Go to get a drink? Yeah, you could go to 3, or you go get the cushion off of the couch, and you stand on that. You give yourself a compliant surface, something that makes it harder. Yeah. Yeah, because you want to keep overloading. You want to build what's known as reserve. You need this much level to function. Well, you want to be up here. Because if you lose some as you get older, or you have an injury, you have a period where you're going to be bedridden, and you're going to lose some, you don't want to be down here. You want to stay above that functional level. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You can. Oh, the one you're holding up? No. The one you're standing on? No. Doesn't matter if it's flex, straight, wherever you want it. Now, some people consider you hooking your leg on. That's cheating. They want the leg out to the side. Is somebody timing us? 2 minutes. You think it's 2 minutes? Yeah. Now, see, here's something. Stay right where you are. Stay right where you are. Now, it might be too hard to stand on 1 foot, so you want to make your base a little narrower. So he's done that. He's put 1 foot up, and now he's standing this way. Maybe you need to do that for a couple of weeks. That's an alternate way. Yeah, that's a way to start. Or maybe 1 foot as close in front of the other as you can. Try that one. Yeah. So if you don't feel any wobble in that, move it over so it's more in a straight line. Now you're getting a little wobble? All right. Now let's do this. Let's put 1 foot so the heel's in front of the other toe, but you don't necessarily need it right in front. You can put it out to the side a little bit. You got that? All right. And you know where your chair is, right? Yeah. You can put your foot on the floor. Put them both on the floor. And you got it? All right. Are you ready? Turn your head to the right. Ooh, what happens? Get a little wobble? All right, turn it to the left. Now, try to stay with me here, right? See, a little wobble, lost your balance. That's overload, more challenge. All right? Know where your chair is. Remember, no falling down. Look right, right, left, right, left, right, up, left, right, up, right, left. You get the wobble in your ankle? Yeah, and when we do this in the exercise class, we'll go 30, 45, a minute, just turning our head. Because eyes are important for balance. Now, here's something else I want you to take home from this. Same position. Put your hand on the chair. Put your hand on the chair. You got that same position? All right, now close your eyes. Keep them closed. What happened? Wiggle wobble. Do not get out of bed and go to the bathroom at night without turning the light on. You need some visual input to know what's horizontal. Get a night light, get something. Get clap on, clap off, whatever. Now, close your eyes again, but know where your chair is. Now turn your head right. Now turn your head left. There you go, yeah. Hard? Yeah. So you get up at night, and it's dark, and you got to move and turn your head. You know, careful, all right? And get rid of the clutter and the cords and stuff like that, too. Throw rugs, yeah. Double-sided tape. All right, you got this one here? Let's do another one, because this is an interesting one. Oh, my goodness. Got nothing on this front wall. I know, we should have that. Okay, here we go. Everybody stare. No, you guys are down. Stare at my fist. Stare at it. You got one foot in front of the other. You got that? You know where your chair is? You're staring at my fist. Do not let your eyes move. Turn your head to the right. Looking at my fist. Now to the left. Keep your eyes on. Turn right. Turn left. Yeah. Turn right. Turn left. That's it. Turn right. Up. Left. Right. Left. Up. You still looking at my fist? Yeah, now that's gaze stabilization. We start to lose the ability to do that. That helps with our balance. So sometimes when you're doing your balance, practice that. Look at the clock, turn your head. Because what we tend to start to do is turn our eyes with our heads. And we lose what we're focused on that helps us maintain the balance. And then there's one, moving your eyes without moving your head. So now, same thing. Keep your head perfectly still. Look right, look left, look right, look up, look right, left. Not moving your head at all. Right, left, up, left, right. Okay. So those are things that help. Vision is a big part of balance. So in bifocals in that, you know, make sure your glassware is appropriate. Get your eyes checked. Your eyes change. Get them checked. Make sure you're in the right ones. All right, that's everything else is a variation on that theme. So you ready? Get on the side of your chair. Side of your chair. Yep. Hold on. Step forward. Now remember, just what you can do. Okay, and down, and up. That's it. Down. So we call these lunges. And same as sit to stand. Same thing we did before, just a little different. Using the muscle in a little different way. Yep, that's it. Just what you can do. If you only go this far, that's fine. That's where you start. All right, now switch to the other side. You don't need to hit the floor. You go where you can go. Over time, you improve. And down. Now, let's change it up. Let's make it just a little harder. You ready? Down, stay down. Reach up behind you. Reach up over your head. Down and back up. A little bit harder, just holding it. Good. Let's do... Hold on to the chair. Any chance you're coming up on your toes in this position? And dip. So now, less surface area on the floor, more balance. I want you to stay on your toes. Both. Because what I want to do is overload you. Make balance more difficult. To challenge you more. To improve you more. Let's go back to sit-to-stands. Yeah. If, like...
Training in that area, too, with your legs pressed.
Yes. Yes. And the quicker you move between the exercises, the less rest time, the more cardiovascular effect you get. Stand in front of your chairs again. Make sure the chair is behind you now. Yeah. You're going to go down just 1/4 of the way, 25%. Got it? Now we're going to go 50%. And you want to try to keep head and shoulders up. Now we're going to go 75. So now you're down there pretty far. And now, very gently, very, very gently sit down. Pop up, go up. Are you ready? You can stay down. You can take a mini vacation. A little break. 25. 50. 75. 25. 50. 25. 75. 25. Is anybody feeling it yet? 50. 75. Almost down. Very gently. See, this is good. Overload. Overload. And overload is dose specific. The more overload, the more benefit. Now, we know what the threshold 60%. So you got to, and you can do this in your head. So if I say to you, that exercise right there, rate it for me from 0 to 10 in terms of how hard it is. 8. 80%. Right. Well, she wants to, 80 is actually the number you shoot for, at least someplace down the road. You might start out at 6 or 7 and work up to 8. But you do have to work up. Exactly. Right. You start in the back. Something that I do for me that's a 6, you might be calling a 9. So you want to back it down. You're doing too much too quick. But that holds up very well in the literature. When I finish, I have patients come into me. I treat patients every day. And typically when I finish their exercise program, I say, 0 to 10, what was that? And go, oh, geez, that was kind of easy. Well, next time it's going to be harder. So they learn. It only takes 2 times. The third time, that's the hardest exercise I ever did. But we do it in the exercise class. Sometimes I pass out the sheet of paper, and you got to write the number down, and I record that. Now, let me tell you about benefit, though. This, to me, this is remarkable. Remarkable. And I started doing it for 6 years. So we probably have 40 or 50 people in the class. We do it twice a week, 12 weeks, take a week or 2 off, do it again. We've been doing it for 6 years. Now, over the age of 65, 50% of all people fall. Over the age of 65, 50% of all people fall in a given year. 20% of those injure themselves. So I've been doing it for 6 years, 50 people. So seniors, I should have had 200 falls and 40 injuries. The average age in my class is 74. 74. I'm not sure I have any 90-year-olds now, but I have had 90-year-olds in the class. But I have had 7 falls and 2 injuries. It's remarkable. It works. We just have to apply the intervention. There's no doubt that it works. All right, we're sitting down now. Ankles. You already found out, right, that ankles are important? So let's do ankles. Hit the floor as hard as you can with the ankle. No, hard. I can hardly hear you. Hard. Toe. With the toe. Yep. Keep your heel down. Loud. Loud. Little better. Come on. Loud. Loud. Don't you love to pitter-patter a little feet? Yeah. Come on. Go. Loud. What's happening? What are you feeling? Pain. That's the muscle working. You're overloading it. Loud and fast. Loud and fast. Now you're using your ankle muscles. Your strength. This is strengthening your ankle muscles. Other foot. Come on, loud, loud. See, you start off pretty good. You're gonna go. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta go loud, loud, fast, loud. Yeah. There you go. You go. Good. Good. Let's do one more. Let's stand up again. Go behind your chair. We'll do one more for ankle. Holding onto your chair. And go up as high as you can on your toes. Nice. Down. And up. Okay. Now, how would you describe this? 5? 6? Easiest one. Right. Right. So what we do now is take 1 foot away. Yeah. 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 Now, you want to find, how do you do that? You want to find out, rate yourself. Normal is being able to lift your heel 2 inches 30 times. That's normal. Right. It's hard. In the holding on, you got to be careful not to push when you're holding on. You're holding on just for balance. When I test people, I have them put their hand up on the wall and do it. You know, the hands against the wall, they can't push down that way. Yeah, do it on the wall. That's it. And go up on 1 or 2. Yeah. See, he can't push down that way, so I can measure how many he can do, and I watch to see if he gets 2 inches. All right. If that was the easiest one, let me give you the hardest one that I think we do. Now, remember, average age is 74. And they keep asking me, do you know how old I am? Which I don't really care how old they are. Here's the hardest one we do. Standing on 1 foot, and we call it the skater. And we dip. Yeah. So put your hand on your chair and dip. And dip. All right. And dip. Good. And dip. Good. Dip. That's the way. Dip. Good. Let's do the other side. Now, what we did not do today, typically with my class, spend the first 5 minutes warming up and the last 5 cooling off. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do 1 stretch because I think it's important. Okay? You got an idea of exercise for balance and strength?
Every day or every other day?
You know, this is a very bright woman. You want it? This is the best news I have. Twice a week. You got to do it at least twice a week. That's the good news. Bad news is it's got to be hard. Now, I would say to you, the sit-to-stands and the balancing ones, every day. Because the first 2 I told you. Yep. First 2. Every day. All right, here's another test for you. You should be able to reach up your back and over and touch your hands together. If you cannot, you're a candidate for rotator cuff injuries. Yep. Yep. And why are we not able to do this? You know? You know? It's because your face is on the front of your head. That's why.
Explain that.
Most of the problems we have is because our face is on the front of our head.
Okay.
We do everything down and in. Everything. In this down and in posture, in this posture sitting like this, it gives us back pain, mid-back pain, neck pain. It tightens us in here, it gives us sacroiliac pain. It tightens our hip flexors. Chronic posturing is killing us. You got to go the other way. You got to touch like this. You got to go backwards. One of the ones we do to stretch our hip out is this way. Okay. Yes, that's exactly what you do. We do that as a stretch because you get tucked in here, so going back. Now, are you a physical therapist? Is that right? You're only an inch. There you go. You got it. That's good.
one side but not the other.
Good. And that's typical, one side, not the other, yep. Right. Typically, the side you can't get back is the one you develop the problems on. Yeah. Yeah, keep stretching. Yep, that one works. And this one works. This corner stretch. Stretches in the corner. Yep. You guys are exceptional. Thank you so much for coming. Really good.